So I'm going to start now.
Yeah.
Okay, hello and good evening. Welcome to
Yeah.
one of the daily English projects, which is Daily English Conversation. So right now with me we have Roland and another participant is Avan. He'll join us soon. So why don't we start out with the introduction first? So Roland, can you please introduce yourself?
I am maybe a little bit noisy because I live near the street.
It's okay,
So
it's okay.
yeah. Uh, my name is Rolan. I'm from Indonesia, exactly in Depok, West Java. Um, I just got a job recently.
Mhm.
After a year and 8 months maybe. Yeah,
8 months.
and
Okay.
I'm 25 years old right now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, and I know this group from Twitter. Someone shared the link on Twitter. Yeah, so I click the link and I join it.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah,
Okay, so shall we start with the first question?
yeah.
How long have you been learning English and what made you interested in learning this beautiful language?
Okay. Maybe I start learning English since elementary school because our elementary school in Indonesia we have English subject, so at least we know the basic of English. So I just so from that I know some of English. Oh, hey Alvan,
Okay,
should
Alvin has joined us.
should Alvan introduce first or
Okay,
I'll
how do you feel about it? Okay, maybe
yeah.
Alvin can introduce himself first. Alvin, can you introduce yourself first?
Okay. Hello everyone. Good evening all.
Meaning
My full name is Giovanni Asandi. You can call me Afan. I'm a college student in one of the campus in South Tangerang, UIN Syarif Hidayatullah, Jakarta, and my major is international relation.
Mm-hmm.
I am 23 years old and I live in South Tangerang, Ciputat, Indonesia. Uh, my hobby is playing video games, watching movie like Hollywood movie, action movie, and then I like to listen to a pop song or and a rock song. And my favorite food is well, it can be anything. Uh, the point is delicious. Okay, I think that's it for my introduction.
Okay, thank you, Alvin. So, Alvin, we're going to have a conversation about the importance of English language. Right now,
Yep.
I'm asking Roland first. And Roland, can you continue with your statement?
yeah, I just forgot what I said. Okay, I learned English from elementary school since our elementary school have English subject, so we know the basic. And why I'm interested with English because sorry because uh English is international language. Everywhere we gonna go, we use English, right? We go to Malaysia, Singapore, even we can speak their language. At least we should speak with English. And I have told you, right? Uh, I'm interested with Aussie English right
Mm-hmm.
because it sounds beautiful, sounds hard, but I want to try someday.
Maybe if you practice it a lot, I think you can do it. We're learning
Yeah,
together, yeah.
I think uh I should uh I should find partner to speak with me for yeah uh to improve my English
Mm-hmm.
speaking.
Sure, maybe you can find them in the Daily English group or anywhere else. I'm sure there will be one who perhaps have an Aussie accent.
Really, I didn't have I never had a look one.
Yeah, perhaps one day, or maybe she's just hiding,
I
perhaps. Okay.
it's so rare to see native speaker in that group.
I see. So, thank you, Roland. Anyway, you guys can actually ask me anything if you want, anytime. But I'm going to ask Avan first. Avan, how long have you been learning English, and what made you become interested in learning English?
Uh, yeah, actually, I've already liked English since I was a kid. It
Mhm.
was when I was in the kindergarten. I already like English because yeah, a lot of people say, and it is the facts that international. I mean, English is international language, and from I mean, by learning English, I can speak with English. I can speak English, and then I can have international friends, and it helps me a lot in uh, interacting with them from any other country. And Alhamdulillah, my major is international relations, so I do really need English, and that's why I also like that language too. Uh, and by learning English, we can have a lot of advantages. So
Mhm.
we can use English as a international language, and then we can have a lot of friends from other country. So not just from our country, but from other country, and then maybe we can like understand more about the knowledge or information that we still don't know about it, and then we can try to search in the Google or the internet, and then we can understand and uh, we can I mean we can know the meaning of we can know the importance of the or the substance of the information. For example, if we just search with bahasa Indonesia, sometimes the information is not many. So if we try with English, the information will be much more a lot than bahasa Indonesia. So it has a lot of advantages if we can speak English and we master it, And of course, in the profession or in jobs, it's gonna be more advantageous. Yeah, because right now a lot of professions or jobs using English too as a second language.
Agree.
Yeah, that's it.
So, in your major, as you said, international relations, right? Do you
Yeah,
use
yeah,
a lot of English when
yeah.
you
Because
study?
there is a lot of references use English,
Mhm.
and then I have friends from other country too, and yeah, it helps me. It
Mhm.
helps me a lot.
Okay. Apart from those advantages that you've mentioned, what other importance of English language that you can say, maybe?
Uh, in my opinion, I think like if we use the internet, if we watch YouTube, or if we searching in the Google, so there's a lot of information in the internet that use English. So if we understand English, it will be helpful for us, and it will be beneficial, if we understand
Mhm.
English and we can understand the language, because uh, we can say that English is also international language. I mean, internet language, or
Mhm.
maybe like knowledge language, because there's a lot of things in the internet that use English. And it maybe it can also like give easiness for us to. Yeah, maybe I just repeated. I just repeat again and again. Yeah, the point is, if we master English, and it will be beneficial for us and advantageous
Mhm.
for us. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. It's a very useful language, I must say. And thank you.
Yeah.
How about I ask the opinion of Roland? Roland, what do you
Yeah,
think is the importance of learning English language?
it maybe seem like Evan, like if we watch movie, we can understand what
Yeah.
they
It's it.
say. Yeah,
Yeah.
or playing games like there's so many international gamers, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Talk with us, so we can understand what they say, or maybe there's so many advantages uh learning English, like what else, like yeah, like to um, how say it, yeah, thesis,
Mm-hmm.
thesis.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, we can search on international journal. What else? There's so many. I can
Mm-hmm.
even mention one by one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Can
right.
I ask you, Nana, Rina?
Yeah, sure.
But sometimes in Indonesia, there are some people that say like this, what is, I mean, for what we learn English because we live in Indonesia. Is there a person like that in Malaysia that, oh yeah, Malaysia, but I mean, because in Indonesia sometimes there is people, not all people, but sometimes there is a person or people that say like, for what we study or learn English because it's not our language, and then they say it's not important. But is there a case like that in Malaysia?
Mm, as
Uh,
far as I know, there's no case like that because
or,
English is one of the important language, and we need to study English. It's one of like how do I say this? Like it's very crucial to pass the exam with English. We use a lot of English here, even during our study. So that's why we don't really have that kind of case. But perhaps yeah, it's the same case when there's a stereotype. For example, stereotype is like everywhere. From here, we also have like that kind of stereotypes where whenever we speak English, people would say, "Oh, don't speak English. Oh, what use of that?" But that's normal
yeah.
here. But in terms of education, it's quite okay here.
I,
So
I want to ask
yeah,
I want to ask something to you, Tunana.
Mm-hmm.
Is a common thing like Malaysia speak with a mix Melayu
yeah.
and English?
Um,
Yeah,
I Yeah,
okay.
I saw on Twitter they mix their language with Melayu and English, and I heard someone. I saw some TikTokers, Malaysian TikTokers. They use English and Melayu. Is it a
Mm-hmm.
common there?
Yeah, it's pretty common here. Perhaps because they got used to it. And mostly the city people, like the people who live in the city, mostly they speak like that. But also a lot of people speak like that, especially the youngsters. Yeah, it's common thing
yeah.
here.
Oh, okay, okay. So there's no judgmental people.
Sometimes there is, but most of the times no.
Oh, so different here.
Yeah, how
Yeah.
does it goes over there?
uh, if in here we call the people jaksel.
Yeah.
Yeah, jaksel people, they sometimes mix
Uh,
Indonesian and English, but they just repeat their word, like to be honest sejujurnya, like that. They just repeat
Mm-hmm.
their words like that.
I see. So it's kind
Yeah.
of different. But I see that a lot of Indonesian people, like some of them are you guys. Like you guys are very fluent in English. Like you don't really have that Indonesian accents when you guys are talking. So it's kind of good as far as I see.
Thank you.
So is there anything else you would like to ask?
Let me see there. So there is no like what's the English of it? I forgot. So I mean like there is but so you say that in Malaysia the people is already get used is already used to speak with Malay in
Mm-hmm.
English, and it's mixed. They are already get used to it. Is that true?
Yeah.
Just like
They're
daily
most
conversation.
mostly they're
Because
used to it.
I,
I've seen a lot of
okay,
people in my college, especially they kind of use the mix of Malay and English, so it's common.
yeah.
Yeah. So
So that's already usual, yeah, usual thing.
mm-mm, yeah. So let me ask you more things, okay? How do you guys see yourself improving from year to year in terms of English language? Maybe Alvan would like to answer first.
Yeah. Uh, the things that I do to improve my English is sometimes just like maybe like reading the article in the English, and then playing video games. But because it also helps me to like give me more vocabulary in English that I still don't know, and then I try to search the meaning of it in Bahasa Indonesia with Google Translate in my phone. After that, I'm watching movie, and from the movie, yeah, almost the same like playing video game. If I don't know, like looking for a new vocabulary, in a movie or in a video game or in a book, or there's a lot of information, and we can use YouTube right now, and then we can use a lot of media right now to study English, right? To learn English. So yeah, I'm trying to uh, practice my listening with my friends, like in the Discord. With Discord I can use. There is a international server, and then I have a lot of friends from there. And it's not just English. There is also other language, like yeah, it's all of the language in there that it exists.
Mm.
The name is like the name is like the name is what's the name? Language slot. It's a server in the Discord that you can use to study a lot of languages in there. So by having conversation or speaking or talking with them, it helps me to improve my listening and speaking skill. So I use the internet, movie, games to improve my English,
Mm-hmm.
and
That's
also
great.
daily English, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, it helps
So
me too.
that's how you've been improving from year to year. That's really amazing. That's cool. And
Yeah,
right now,
and
mhm, okay.
yeah, by using the group, the WhatsApp, like daily English, and I also have the other group, English group. The name is English Club, International Friends. Yeah, by doing the chatting or messaging in the phone,
Can I
it
join?
also yeah, yeah, it also helps the writing skill, right? Or maybe it looks simple, but it also helps a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay. So okay, that's great. Absolutely. Maybe you can share that with us later on. And
yeah.
how about you, Roland? How do you see
Um,
yourself improving?
it's maybe it's kind of different from how to pronounce Avan. Avan, just Avan, right? Okay. Maybe it's, it's kind of
But
different.
even it's cool.
Avan, Avan.
Yeah, actually, my family call me Afan. My friends call me Afan. But in English, maybe it can be even too, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like it's
I will call you
cool.
Ivan.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
okay.
different from Ivan. I don't like reading so much,
Mm,
so I learned by watching Netflix series. Recently, I watched. Stranger Things from
Yeah.
season 1 until season 4, and I turn on what English subtitle, so I learn from that what they speak. So I watch carefully they speak and read the subtitle, and when the hard maybe what is hard word the word I don't know, I write in my notes and I search the meaning, so and then after I watch and listen what they speak in the movie, I try to shadowing them, shadowing technique.
Mm-hmm.
Repeat what they speak, exactly what they speak. Yeah, I just try to imitate them, and besides that, I try to tweet in English right now to gain my confidence. Uh, and I upload my Instagram story in English to gain my confidence, and then I, I talk with my friend who can speak English very well. Yeah, to improve my English. I just I just need to improve my speaking because uh, I I I can speak confidently that I masterly the speaking and no, not speaking, it's reading and writing, but I I still have to improve my speaking skills. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
maybe I should find a native speaker like American, like an Australian, or yeah, anyone else to speak
Mm-hmm.
like,
Yeah, I see.
directly with me to improve my speak English speak.
Yeah, I see that's pretty hard to find a native speakers in English groups through WhatsApp. Perhaps in other apps it'll be easier. Yeah.
Have you recommend me an app? Do you have a new good app?
I don't exactly have any other
Um,
apps. I used to have Discord, but now I've deleted it. And now I just have WhatsApp. Perhaps Evan knows about it more.
yeah, you can use Discord, and then you can go to the server, the menu is server, and you can try. Wait, if I
Mm.
yeah, there is in Discord.
Discord.
Wait, Discord. What's Discord? Yeah, the name of the application. Do you have a laptop or PC?
Yeah, I use my laptop right now.
Yeah, you can download Discord in the laptop, and then you go to the server menu. You can
Yeah.
try to type the name is with. I'm opening right now in my laptop. Wait a minute. Roland, are you in the daily English group too?
What?
Hmm?
Are you in the daily English group too? You are
Yeah, I'm
also
from
in,
Daily English too.
but I don't see your number over there.
Oh,
You're from Daily English one, right?
Maybe you can try to send a text, send a chat like that, and then
later I'll send the contest. You guys can contact each other later on. How's that sound?
Okay.
Will be better. If you want to ask anything to each other, perhaps you can talk more on that. Let me send you
Uh,
Alvin's contact.
I want to know how can you
this one.
speak good like that, Nana?
Wait.
Mm,
What
I'm sorry.
to
Yeah, I want to know how can you good uh
this is Discord.
wait.
Hold on.
What?
Yeah. When you install it and you already install it, you can
Mm-hmm.
use this Explore public server,
For public servers, and then
and the name of the server is this one.
oh, it's
The
not only for gamers.
No, Discord is not just for gamers. It can be used to like yeah, having conversation with other people, you know.
Ah, okay.
And there is this one. Maybe oh, wait.
It just show randomly the people
No.
in that server.
This one. So the first thing you have to download it and then you install it and you can
Uh-huh.
open this explore
Yeah.
public servers.
Uh-huh.
Then you can type in the chat in the chat box you type English and there is English in it.
Yeah.
Okay, this one. And you can try to have conversation with the people in the voice chat room.
Ah, I
This
see.
beginner and then you can speak a lot with a lot of people in there. There's a lot of
Yeah.
people from other country.
Ah, I see. I see. I
Yeah,
see.
like this.
That's a great
And if
information.
yeah,
Yeah.
there is also even the language slot. The name is this one, the language slot. It's not just English. It also has a lot of language like this.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, this one is English US, and then I don't know what's this one CA, and there is like Russia, Germany, Dutch,
Mm-hmm.
and
Dutch,
French, Spanish,
fun.
Italian, Portuguese, and this
I will
is
try it
Russia.
later.
Yeah, yeah, okay, that's it.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
Thank you
a
so
lot of
much.
sharing, and thank you so much, Evan. I think I would
yeah.
like to download Discord for again because I've never
Yeah.
known that function before.
Actually, I just I knew it from 2020. I mean 2020.
Mm-hmm.
So at the first time there was no I think there was no the server like that. So I found it when I was just like using my Discord, and then I tried to explore more, and I found it.
Mm-hmm. I
I
see.
only know it's for gaming. I don't know.
Maybe
You can
it's
use like.
maybe it is like only for gaming, but actually no. It can be used
Yeah.
for like education too.
Mm-hmm.
I just knew that.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you so much. I think we don't
yeah,
have much time left. And
Yeah.
I would like to thank both of you for joining this conversation today.
yeah,
Perhaps you guys can contact each other later on to know more information about Discord and anything else. And
Yeah.
thank you so much.
yeah,
I'll
yeah. You're
end the
welcome.
recording first.